Hello and welcome to Spirit Island with Jonathan. Last time we played Earth versus France, and we used the strategy of Draw of the Fruitful Earth and Ritual of Destruction and kept reclaiming and playing those two cards. Today we are going to try another strategy. We are going to rely on the second growth option and gain power cards every turn if possible, or many times, to find something good here, a good major. And we will add energy from our first track here, and maybe we will stick on one card base for a long time. So that is a new strategy we will try today, and we are going to face Scotland with this strategy. Now Scotland is very difficult because he has so many towns and cities, especially this last one adds town all the time, so it will be hopeless to try to isolate him and avoid builds. It will be very difficult. So let's see how that works. We just have to be careful that it does not build 3 cities in the coast. That's the main thing we need to remember. So let's get started with this matchup. Earth versus Scotland. Random board, and let's get started.
Initial explore. Jungles. Turn 1. Grow phase.
So we are immediately going to take a major power here, I think. Let's find something good here. Dream of the Untouched Land. This is kind of an interesting one. You can remove cities with this one, but it costs 6 energy. It will take a while before we have that. Paralyzing Fright is a lot of fear. And we have skip all actions, and that is interesting. We already have this one. We can skip a lot of actions with that. Now this is an interesting option. To get so early, we might find a lot of major powers. And together with this one, we have a lot of elements already if we could reach that threshold. Talons of Lightning is 5 damage. It only works in mountains and wetlands. Yeah, all interesting options. This one is of course our elements that could be useful for the repeat if we want to repeat something. And otherwise, mountain is of course good to have. This one is the most interesting, I think, because we have mountains and we only need one more air to reach this threshold. So what if we do 8 fear per turn here? Now Scotland has a lot of fear card though, so that's a lot of fear good to go through, but that could be a strategy to go for a fear victory and just skip actions to survive. Maybe we'll try that. Let's take this one. And we should forget something, and I think we are going to forget Ritual of Destruction. This becomes a lot less useful if we are not doing that strategy, and it's kind of difficult to use. So let's get rid of that, and this one will be the next one in line to forget. And then we will add a presence, and I think we have to add it here because we have 0 range.
Play powers.
Now he is going to build a city here, so let's play a Year of Perfect Stillness so that he doesn't do that, and then he is good for the Ravage.
Fast powers. Build. Jungles. Explore. Mountains.
So he has a coastal explorer, of course it is a town.
Slow powers. Turn 2. Grow phase.
And now we are at turn 2, and we are going to look for another power, I think. This one is good. What about this one? Can we prevent that somehow? It is a bit away from there. We have to reclaim if we want to do that, and then we could either defend or skip actions. Defend is probably better than, because we have those Dahan. We also have this city build here to consider. Now I think maybe the best way to do this is to simply find a new power card. And we could play Paralyzing Fright here to avoid that city build. Or we could play whatever we get here. So I think, what are we going to look for, a major or a minor? This one is kind of useless, so I might discard that one. I think since we no longer have suns, we only have one sun, this will be difficult to reach. Well, the first we can reach, but the second one will be, we have to play these two in that case. So I think we are not going to look at the innate for this game. What do we want to have another major? Maybe we want a minor to go with this one to get an air. I think. For example, this one looks very promising. It says air and mountain, and it is also fear. That one is interesting. This is also air and mountain. We can destroy towns, which is always useful. I think we will go with this one. This one has fear. It can have up to 3 fear if we have a beast, which we have. And we could defend there. Let's take this one. And if we get up to 3 card plays with this can be interesting here. We have the mountains, so we could get 8. We can get a lot of fear here with these options, and we have a Year of Perfect Stillness and Paralyzing Fright to avoid ravages and builds. That might be a strategy I can go with here, and just reclaiming these guys. I think that might be a good way to win this game. Where do we want to add this then? I don't think it matters. Unfortunately, we have to add presence where we are at, so we cannot really do anything about these guys.
Play powers.
I think I will play Paralyzing Fright here.
Fast powers.
And let's play it here. 1 fear card. And then we can prevent that city there.
Event.
Life's balance tilts. So I may let destruction have its day. That removes that beast. That is not good for our haunted by primal memories. And then we can cost 4 energy. We don't have any energy or animal. Well, we have this one. We could discard this to get 4 energy, I guess. We don't want this anyway. It's kind of good to have this power for next major power though. Maybe. Or maybe we are not going for more powers. Can we play with this, only these? If we do this, we get another beast. And we can remove a blight. That's very good, I think. We have another target for this one. We can remove that blight. We'll have true blight here. But then let's see what happens. They have 1+1 health. That doesn't matter. I don't want to remove that beast, then we don't have any target here. Let's do that. Let's discard this one. Let's forget about this one. That's 4 energy. We can do this. Let's remove that disease. And let's add a beast. Probably here. So that we can destroy anything there. Perhaps. What about this one? Discard the top minor power. If it is slow, remove 1 blight. So it's 50-50 here. We need a slow one, and we did get a fast one. So that did not happen. Invaders and the Han have +1 health. Okay, let's remember that. 1,000 small struggles. And that is not applicable because we do not have 4 or fewer the Han.
Fear.
Too many monsters. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with beast. So we could remove this one or this one. Of course, we will remove this one then. That saves us some blight. Excellent.
Ravage. Jungles.
So he will do 1 damage and then he will die. We have also 1 extra health, doesn't matter. And here he will do 3 damage, we have 3 defense. So nothing happens, and then we'll get export fuel, 1 town.
Build. Mountains.
This is prevented, and 1 town here.
Explore. Jungles.
So we have explore, explore, and then we have escalation. Let's add it here.
Slow powers. Turn 3. Grow phase.
So now let's see. We lost a power card here. So I don't think we want more power cards for now. We probably want to add presence here. Of course we are adding presence, everything is adding presence, but we probably want to reach out to get a bigger reach. Especially these lands. He will build here a city. Can we avoid that? That is the question. Everything here requires sacred sites. That is a shame. We can only play this one. We could reclaim add a presence and skip all actions here. If you reclaim, we probably want to play this one, don't we? We also have Ravage here with a double blight. This one is okay. This will build a city. I think we have to reclaim here, add a presence at 2 range, and we need to add it here or here. I think let's add it here where we have a blight, so that we can protect that. And we want a sacred site there eventually.
Play powers.
So we should either play one of these, I think. We cannot defend there, unfortunately. Well, the Ravage is there, but we cannot do this skip action. This one. We should want to play that one here. But we could play it here, I guess, and prevent that build. Yeah, let's do that.
Fast powers.
Fear is the most important thing, I think. If we can get up to the 2nd level as soon as possible, we have a chance to use the fear deck against him. I think that is what we have to do. We have to go for a fear victory here, I think. We don't do any damage, we just do fear and skip. So we really need, he has so many fear cards, so we need to do fear power cards every turn, I think.
Event.
Healthy island, cities rise in the land with the most towns. That is here. Replace 2 towns with 2 cities. That is a bit unfortunate, but it's not a big deal because he would have built a city, now he builds a town instead, so it's not that big difference. On each board, push up to 2 explorer or 1 town from a land with beast. That is good. Then we can. Then he won't build a city here. He will still build though because of the adjacent cities. Let's move him in here, I think. When invaders ravage, if the land has the Han, defend 2. That doesn't matter much. We already had that defended.
Fear.
Each player add 1 strife to a town. These are good already. What about next turn? He will add here, but we cannot add any. There's no towns there. So it either this one or this one. I think maybe this one is the one I prefer.
Ravage. Mountains.
So this one is prevented and this is dead. And then we have exports fuel, he resurrects.
Build. Jungles.
So he will build a town here and a town here.
Explore. Sands.
Explore, explore, and then escalation. That's a town. Let's add it here.
Slow powers. Turn 4. Grow phase.
So now we probably want to gain a power card here, I think. We want to add from this bottom track now, I think, to get these going. We probably want another miner so that this becomes a little bit cheaper. To play 3 cards, that's 8 energy right now. Yeah, let's gain a power card, let's get a miner, I think. We did get some air and some mountain, but not both. This one has my colors for the gift of strength. That is kind of interesting. We could play that together with this one to do that twice. This removes blight. And this is kind of good for solo game, because this is just remove a blight in a land where you have presence, basically. And we can add some destroyed presence. That could be useful. This one is 2 fear. That's not bad. But I kind of need mountain for that one. So this is the only one with mountain. I think I have to take this one. It could be useful for this threshold. It could be useful for reaching this one. Let's take that one. Let's add a presence from the bottom track here, because he's going to build and then ravage, and then we have the defense.
Play powers.
So we are going to want to play this one here to defend. That's 3 fear, and we take care of that double ravage. We still only have 1 card play, so I guess that is the best card to play.
Fast powers.
So let's play defend 3 there, and that's 3 fear.
Event.
Healthy Island, a painful crux point. Each spirit chooses destroy 2 of your presence, gain a power card, or forget a power card, gain 2 energy, and move up to 2 of your presence up to 4 spaces. That is an interesting choice. We could get a power card here, or we could forget the power card. Destroy 2 of my presence. That is kind of bad. He is going to ravage here and kill 1 presence. I guess we could destroy 1 of those and 1 of those. That's kind of okay. So that's an okay option. What about this? Forget the power card. Well, we could forget this one, I guess. It's not that useful. We could gain 2 energy, that's not bad. Move up to 2 of your presence, that's not bad either. We could set up a defense here. With that, together with this one, we could defend that there next turn. We'll build a city. I think I will do that. Let's try that. Forget this one. Let's get 2 energy and then move up to 2 of your presence. This one will die anyway. Let's move this one here and this one there. And then we could defend there next turn and kill that city. Yep, let's do that. Irregular outbreaks. Ignore disease. We don't have any disease. When invader ravage, if the land has the Han, defend 2. This is already defended. That's not enough defense for that anyways.
Fear.
Fear level 1. Each player removes 1 explorer town from a land with 2 or more the Han. You could remove this one or this one. This one I think, because then he will not build a city. He will build a town and then this is defended.
Ravage. Jungles.
This one is dead. 1 fear. And this one will blight. Kill my presence. And then we have export fuel. That's the ravage.
Build. Sands.
We have some towns here.
Explore. Mountains and jungles.
So we have some explorers.
Slow powers. Turn 5. Grow phase.
So what do we have here now? This one is defended. Both are defended. Now we have builds here and here. And next turn we have a coastal explorer. So if he builds here, he will have 2 cities. That's not good. We have to prevent that. So I guess what we want to do here is reclaim and play these 2 to prevent those builds. We will also build here, but that's nothing I can do about. I think the builds here at the coast is crucial for not losing. Let's do that. Reclaim, add a presence. Let's add 2 card plays. Now, where do we want this presence? We want it where he's going to ravage next. Mountains or jungles. This is a lost cause, I think here or here. This one is easier to defend and we have the Han here. Let's add it here.
Play powers.
Let's play these guys.
Fast powers.
So let's add that one here for fear. And this one here. That will take care of 2 explorers also from that coastal card.
Event.
Distant exploration. During explore step, invaders explore it +1 distance. That will don't do anything. On each board, choose a land with disease. We don't have that still. 1 fear per land with invaders where the Han outnumber buildings. So that's 1, 2.
Fear.
Each player may gather 1 town into a coastal land. Interesting. So we could gather one of these. Let's see, this one is already defended. This one we can gather in here. That way he won't build a city there. That's excellent. And this is still prevented, so it doesn't matter. But it will be a bit difficult to defend next turn maybe. But that's okay.
Ravage. Sands.
So he will ravage here and he will ravage here. This is defended by 3. So 1 damage go through. And then he is dead. And then after ravage step, add 1 town. So that's a new town there.
Build. Mountains and jungles.
So this is prevented, this is prevented. Here is a town and here is a town.
Explore. Coastal lands.
So this is prevented, this is a town, this is prevented.
Slow powers. Turn 6. Grow phase.
And so now we want to add again from the bottom track. We have plenty of energy, but we desperately need more card plays here. And what do we want to do here? He is going to ravage, 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 ravage. That's a lot of ravage. This one is okay though. We have defense. But this one will ravage. And that is kind of unfortunate. It would be a cascade and 2 blight. This is 2 blight and this is 2 blight. And then he will build cities here, which will make us lose. So we have a bit of a problem, but we can add 1 presence here, and that will take care of that ravage. So that means he won't build a city there at least. He will build a town still because it's adjacent. Now this one we have to prevent, I think. So I guess we have to reclaim here. If we don't do that, he will ravage. That's 2 blight and then a city here. I think we have to reclaim. Let's add this one here.
Play powers.
And we are going to need to play this one here. And what this one is taking care of, this is taking care of. Then we have this problem. We could play either that one or that one. I guess that's about the same, no matter what I do. Either I remove that one and defend 4, it will come a new blight, or I skip actions there altogether. It's about the same. Does it matter? This could be useful if there is an exploration here in the jungles, but that's about it. This could be useful if somehow we could prevent that with a fear card or something. It's not likely. But this does gives us one blight. Yeah, let's do this one.
Fast powers.
Skip here. And let's skip here. So that was the fast phase.
Event.
They grow even wilder and more savage. Strange madness among the beasts. So each beast destroys 1 Dahan and remove 1 beast from each board. Or we could pay some energy and then remove some beast and then they will do damage. Interesting. Now what are we going to do next turn? We are going to go 3 card plays. We probably want this threshold, so that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 energy we need. Now we have 7 and we will get 6 more. If we do this one and pay 6 energy, we won't have enough energy to that combo, so that's not good. Can't save them both. If we save only 1, we might as well do this one, I guess. Because this also removes 1. That costs no energy. We can move them and destroy something if we want to. We can as well destroy something here, I guess, and here. That's kind of good. No, I think we let them rampage unto death so that we can get the threshold. I think that's more important. So we destroy 1 beast and we can keep 1. We still have a target for this one if we have 1 beast left. So we have to destroy that Dahan and then we have to remove 1. Now which one do we want to remove then? I guess it depends on which town we want to kill. This one is defended and he will kill him, so let's kill him then. Yep, and that is that. And then seek a safer home. And we don't have any Dahan in there, so let's move on.
Fear.
So we are at fear level 2. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan. So I guess we kill that town. Yeah. And buildings deal -1 damage during ravage. Invaders do not heal damage at the end of this turn. And that doesn't matter much. We were already handling everything.
Ravage, mountains and jungles.
So this will die. And this will die. And then this is prevented and this is prevented. And then we have fewer growth. There's a town and a town.
Build, coastal lands.
This is prevented. Here we have a town and here we have a town.
Explore, wetlands.
Here we have a town and an explorer and then an escalation. And that's a town here.
Slow powers. Turn 7. Grow phase.
So we are going to add this one and get a lot of fear here. So we are going to reclaim, add a presence somewhere.
Play powers.
We're going to play these two and then one of those. Let's see, what do we want to do here? We'll ravage here. So that will be the main objective, to prevent that. This one is prevented. And he keeps ravaging here, but he does not have enough stuff to do that. This one we can defend with this one. That's perfect. And then we have this one, I guess, is paralyzing fright. It will also prevent that build. And do we need this one? I guess we don't need that. So let's do that one instead. We could skip something somewhere. So we want to defend. Maybe we will add this one here. So that next turn we can defend that ravage in the wetlands. So I think this is what I'm going to play.
Fast powers.
Let's play Paralyzing Fright here. And now we have 8 fear. We have the threshold. And this one I'm going to play here. That's 3 fear. And then we are going to think here. Where do we want to play a Year of Perfect Stillness? He's going to ravage here. That's no problem. He will die. I was supposed to remove that beast, wasn't I? I think I forgot about that. Yeah, we had 2 beasts. We were supposed to remove this one, because this one killed that town. Yeah. Invaders skip all actions in target land. Where do we want to play that? I guess here, so that he won't build a city. That seems reasonable.
Event.
Fear level 2, Terror breeds aggression. For every 2 fear cards currently in the earned fear card pile, invaders do +1 damage. So that is +1 damage then per ravaged land. That is okay. He still got 3 damage here. This is prevented. What about this one? This is defend 3, but he does now 5 damage. That's not good. So this will blight. Unless we can do something about it. Add a beast to a land adjacent to a beast, then destroy a town and the Han in the land with beast. Let's add a beast. Here maybe. Then we can defend it. If we need to, I guess we will defend it anyway. So do we have a good target for this one? Let's add it there, I don't know. When invaders ravage, if the land has both the Han and presence, defend 5. For example, here, but this was already taken care of. But we have 3 fear cards here. I'm sure we can solve that problem.
Fear.
Defend 6 in all coastal lands. Invaders do not build cities in coastal lands this turn. Yeah, that took care of that easily. Each player adds 1 strife in a land with presence. Each spirit gains 1 energy per sacred site that having lands with invaders. That is very promising. So we first add a strife somewhere. We are going to ravage here next. Let's add it here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sacred sites with invaders. Excellent. What we have here, each player may push up to 3 towns or explorers from an inland land. This one is already prevented, so we could push something from here maybe, so that he does not build cities. What do we want to do here? From an inland land. I think we will just pile everything in here. I think maybe like this. Yeah, that's that.
Ravage, coastal lands.
So this has defend a gazillion. Let's kill that one. This one is prevented, and then this one is defended. And no exports fuel, for this is just coastal.
Build, wetlands.
So they are both prevented.
Explore, jungles and wetlands.
And now he explores here. This is prevented, and an explorer here.
Slow powers. Turn 8, grow phase.
So we have 4, 8, 11, 12. We have enough energy to play everything, so let's do that. And I guess we will add it. Next turn he will blight in jungles. We are not going to be able to defend that. So let's add it somewhere here.
Play powers. Fast powers.
So let's see, we are going to skip everything here for sure. That take care of ravage and build. And then we have this one, defend 3. We have to put that here, I guess. 3 fear, and then what else? We have defend 4. We don't need that anywhere. Let's remove that blight somewhere. This one will blight next turn probably. So let's remove that one. And let's skip actions here. We don't want a city building there. And that should be my fast phase.
Event.
Stage 3. Build in a land with invaders not matching build card. Now where did I have my skips? We have one here and one here. Unfortunately that is build card terrain. So we cannot choose this one of those. So we have to build in mountains or sands, and that is going to be a city unfortunately. So let's build a city here, I guess. In lands with strife or disease, invaders skip ravage action. It was already skipped. Choose a land with town and a Han. Push 1 town per 2 the Han there. Yeah, so let's push this one in here.
Fear.
So we have level 3 cards now. Remove 2 explorers or 1 town from each land with the Han. Then remove 1 city from each land with at least 2 the Han. So that's a lot of removal. Let's see, this one is removed, this one is removed, this one is removed, and then this one is removed. Yeah. Each player adds 1 strife in a different land with at least 2 invaders. Then each invader with strife deals damage to other invaders in his lands. Yeah, level 3 fear cards are pretty powerful. So let's see, where do we want to add that? Probably we want to take care of this land. Let's add that one here. and that means these guys will do 5 damage. And this one will do 2 damage. Yep, that's it. Each player adds 2 strife in a single land not matching a ravage card. That was too bad we didn't get this first, I guess. Let's add it here. We cannot add it here, it's wetlands, it's a ravage card. Let's add 2 strife here. 1 fear per player. So that should be another fear card. Skip the next normal build. The build card shifts left as usual. Yeah, and I think that means we have 1 now, because I can play this in the fast phase. Yeah, this will be easy. Each player adds 1 strife in a land with or adjacent to a beast. Invaders skip all normal actions in land with beast. So that's another strife. Let's add it here. Yeah.
Ravage, wetlands.
And so he does not ravage here, and this one is empty, and then we have fuel growth.
Build, jungles and wetlands.
And he will, let's see, this one was prevented also, I think. Yeah, we had invader skip all actions here, will not build here. Will not build here, he will build here. No, we have immigration slows, of course. All skip next normal builds, so let's just move on.
Explore, sands and mountains.
Sands and mountains, so what was this? This was defend. And this was this one, yeah. So he will explore here. No, invader skip all normal actions land with beasts. So he does not explore there. He will explore here, here, and here. And then, yeah, that's it.
Slow powers. Turn 9. Grow phase.
So we just need some energy and reclaim, and we should be good here.
Play powers. Fast powers.
So that's 8 fear somewhere. And that is a fear victory. Yeah, so this card turned out to be rather powerful. And a Year of Perfect Stillness worked excellent together with that. And I think this felt a lot more stable than the last game. I think this is the way to go with Earth. Find some good major powers and then use them. We didn't use our Gift of Strength, but we had very useful with the special rule with defense and all that energy we got. So that was Earth versus Scotland. Next time we will play against Habsburg. If you're up to it, see you then. Bye for now.